Hi guys, and welcome to DIY Ideas, and welcome to a new loop scarf video. Today I will show you this really cute loop scarf made with, just really cute wool. I've never actually crocheted with this. I'm obviously going to show you what it looks like, it has this really cute color fade and also gimp thread. And how it worked, I'm going to show you now. Have fun! Okay guys, so here is my wool. It's super cute. It's called Dots. I bought this at Teddy a few weeks ago for $2.55, and it's 50 grams and 76 meters. And let's see here, it's recommended for 3.5 to 4 crocheting hooks. And so yeah, it's super small here. To see, I'm gonna see here what the composition is. I'm gonna have to take off the label for that. And no big surprise, I'm gonna use a slightly bigger crocheting hook. I have my size 6 here. And here, let's see, it's 45% polyacrylic, 35% polyester, and 20% wool. Okay, so I'm gonna put the label aside here, and so here we can see a nice surprise. I didn't actually see that before. There's another color in here. So we have a nice pink in here as well. I didn't see that when I bought it, but this is a nice surprise. I actually think this looks great. So I'm gonna pull out the middle here to see where I can find the beginning. Here it is. Okay, so let's see what the thread is made up of. So it's actually 2 threads. So we have the main thread here with the kind of like slightly black thread wrapped around, and then we have the gimp thread here next to it with these little fluffy balls. Okay, so we will start here with some chain stitches. So we will do a multiple of 2, so just any even number basically, plus 1 chain stitch for height. So we're gonna do 17 here. Oh, actually, I already have lost the gimp thread, I think. So I'm just making sure here that I have it all exactly on the hook as I'm supposed to. I'm just gonna start over. So immediately here we had issues with the very first stitch, but let's start with the 17. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, so my first opinion here for the wool, I immediately had some issues here with the very first stitch I made. So I think the slightly larger crocheting hook here is definitely recommendable because you have these little fluff balls here. And yeah, I could see, especially with the smaller crocheting hooks, that they could fall off your hook. But with the size number 6, actually, this is working really well. So we're going to skip the first 4 stitches here. And into the 5th one, we're going to go in and do a double crochet, then a chain stitch, and another double crochet. Then we skip 1 chain stitch here at the bottom, and again a double crochet, a chain stitch, and another double crochet, all into the same stitch. Then again we skip a chain stitch below here and do the same thing. So double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet. Then skip another, and the same pattern. So double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet. Skip another chain stitch, and again double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet. Here again, skip 1, and the same pattern. here you can see what the pattern is going to look like. You can see all these little V's that are emerging here. We have 2 chain stitches left here if you count it correctly. And in the last one here, we will do a double crochet. And then our first row is fully done. Okay, so what have we done here so far? We started with chain stitches here at the bottom that it was an even number plus one extra stitch. Then we skipped 4 of the chain stitches and then started doing these little V's. So they always consist of 2 double crochets with a chain stitch in the middle, and they all go into the same stitch on the bottom here. And then we always skip one of the chain stitches and continue with the pattern. At the very end here, instead of doing the exact V, we just put a double crochet. And here for the next row, we do 3 chain stitches, then we turn it around, pull a little more wool here from the ball, and then always around the chain stitch here in between the V, in between the 2 double crochets, we will make more V's. So again, double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet. So it's really easy here because you don't have to go into a stitch, you're just going around a chain stitch. I chose this kind of pattern for this wool also because it's really hard, or it can be pretty hard with cozy wool or this like fluffy wool to find the stitches, just because they're a little more hairy basically. They have just a little more fluff all around them, so it's a little harder. But in this way, it's a lot easier just because you go around the chain stitch and you have a lot of room. Here you can already see kind of the color change. Obviously, we're still waiting for the pink to come through. I'm gonna do this row and then the next one as well, and then I will give you an update after a few more rows when the color actually changes. Okay, and so here we're already almost at the end of this second row. It's actually really nice to crochet with this wool in this pattern here, just because, yeah, like I said earlier, it's really easy to find the spot where you're supposed to poke your hook in and crochet the next spot. Here at the very end, around the chain stitches of the row before, again, we just do a double crochet, just 1. And then this row is done as well. So you can see here the slight color change here. It was a lot more gray in the first row, and then now it's more blue. So to start the third row again, we do 3 chain stitches, then we turn it around and start again doing the V's. So again, double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet. And we always poke right in around the chain stitch that's in between the V of the row before. Again, double crochet, chain stitch, double crochet. Double crochet, chain stitch, and another double crochet here. Then again, always the same pattern, that's why it's nice and easy. And after the initial thread kind of falling off of my hook in the very first chain stitch that I did, actually I can say that now it's really nice and easy. I haven't had any other problems. Here at the very end, we always just do the single double crochet. And I'm gonna continue doing this, and I'll show you again when the pink comes in. Okay guys, so here's my update, and you can see what the color fade looks like here. Here's kind of where it changes, and then here we have a really light pink, and then again a color fade through like some slight purple towards the blue and grays. And I think the colors are really, really nice. And here in the pink, or almost reddish, you can just see the Gimp thread a lot better, and these little fluffy balls. And here at the gray at the bottom, you can't see it quite as much, but it still looks really nice, I think. Here in the pink, you can see the colors much, much better, just because it's just a more different color. And here we have a lot more wool left, so I'm going to continue doing this. Okay guys, so here I am at almost at the very end of the ball of yarn. I am just missing here 2 more double crochets, 1 more to finish off the V, and then the very last one of the row. around the chain stitches of the row before. And then here we are with our last row. You can see here it's not that much, it's about 80 centimeters in length. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna put it together here as a loop scarf. So I'm just gonna put both sides here on top of each other so that here at the top right I can start. I have maybe about 30 centimeters of wool left, so we gotta conserve. So I'm just gonna go in here with my hook and do slip stitches all the way down, the edge of the scarf. Just crocheting, the two sides together here. So I always go into the stitch here, and we have to make sure we go through both. And the actual use of wool is very low here, so we should have enough to finish this border. I'm gonna do this all the way over to the other side, obviously. And then we have our little loop scarf. Okay guys, so here at the very end, I really have just very little left. I'm obviously gonna hide away the beginning and the end thread here, but this is what it looks like now. This is the seam. And then, kind of when you turn it inside out, you should not be able to see the seam anymore, and it should look really nice actually. You can just kind of wrap this around your neck once really loosely. Thank you guys for watching DIY Ideas. I hope you liked this video. If you would like to watch more, please visit my channel and subscribe for free. You'll always be the first one to be informed about new videos. See you next time!